So, it's been a while. It's been a long, long while since I talked to you all. I missed you. I missed this. I missed this. Me sitting alone in my room, talking to a camera, showing off my magical teleportation powers. Anyways, hi. I'm Beastly K. And today I'm going to tell you a little story. Now this story, I want to clarify, this story happened very, very recently. And by recently, I mean 3 days ago. So around 3 days ago, I went to a doctor's appointment for a checkup. Apparently my mom had scheduled like this whole freaking thing, and I hadn't known about it until the last second, which is typical. My mom usually doesn't tell me when things are scheduled, or she does a month before, and then she'll tell me the day of. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going. But you know, she tries her best, so she's freaking awesome. I go to this freaking place, all right? We're driving to the hospital. And we're in the car, and I hadn't eaten anything. I was tired, I had just gotten up, and I had not eaten anything. And that's a bad thing, because I get freaking hangry, alright? I get a bit grumpled when I don't have food in my stomach, alright? When I'm hungry, I get a bit grumpled, and I don't like feeling like that. So I'm like, Mom, can we please stop and give me something to eat? And my sister's like, yeah, let's get something to eat. And you know, my mom's like, all right, we'll stop somewhere. So we stop at Burger King, okay? Good old burgers, not sponsored at all, just saying. They're just good burgers. But we stop, and I don't remember what I got, but I got like some sort of sandwich, some fries, and a Dr. Pepper. Also not sponsored. We get our food, all right? And we're driving out. And suddenly I realize there's something a little off about my lid. And right when I realize this, I've already grabbed hold of it. All right, I've grabbed hold of my cup. And the lid just boom, pops off. It's like a freaking cannon. Like, it's like a cannon just shot from my freaking cup. I couldn't think of the word. Gosh dang it. But it just erupted. Boom, just right off of my cup. Now, that would have been fine if we didn't go on a curve. So, as the lid flies across the car, so does my freaking soda. It's like, just spilling all over me. I'm like, oh! Oh no! And it's just like pooling, okay? It's pooling right there. You know what I mean? When it pools right there, my crotch and my bum were soaked. Completely and totally soaked with ice cold Dr. Pepper. So this day was starting off great. Hold on. I'm having to sit like this. Like, ah! My butt is off the seat, alright? And I'm just like trying to keep my legs up. It's like getting into even more awkward positions. I just kicked a cord, don't mind me. I'm just getting into worse positions, and I'm like trying to keep my cup like safe. So I'm like holding onto the cup with one hand, keeping myself off the freaking puddle with the other. And I'm just like, Mom, stop turning! We get out of the turn, and I put one foot down, and I'm trying to get back into a sitting position. All right. So now I'm squatting on my seat. My butt completely and totally soaked. All right? And I'm reaching over to grab this cap. And this was when I realized the issue. All right? The issue was not the fact that I had squeezed the cup. It was what I had noticed in the first place. The cap. All right? The cap. The side had a little bit of a tear. You know the part that latches onto the little parts around the freaking cup? On the top of the cup? Makes a little ring around the top of the cup. The ring thing? The ring grabber thing? That part was gone. There was a part of it on the freaking cup that was just completely and totally gone. So when I squeezed it, it just erupts like freaking Mount St. Helens off into the distance. I'm sitting there. And I'm like, how the heck do I do this? And just as I'm trying to get this freaking thing on there, another turn. I'm already squatting, okay? I'm still like this. I know you can't see my face right now, but I'm still like this, okay? I'm elevated. My butt is elevated off of here. And I'm trying to keep my butt safe. And then, as I'm squatting, the turn comes and all over my leg. All of it just starts spilling. It starts spewing onto my leg. And I'm cold. I'm shivering. I'm freaking out. I'm yelling, "Stop the car!" My mom's like, "I can't stop the car. We're in the middle of a highway." I'm like, "I don't care. Stop the car." We finally get to a stoplight, luckily. And we stop for a second. I immediately cap the lid on there. And I keep it there. And I start sipping down this stuff so that it doesn't freaking, like, erupt out of there again. I don't want it to be all over my freaking pants. Okay? I like my pants to be dry. Thank you very much. So, I start, like, as I'm holding my freaking cup. Alright? I'm back into my position, okay? Hold on. I'm back into my position, right? So I start, like, getting down from this position. And I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do this? And I start, like, crawling backwards to the seat to the right of me. Alright? I'm leaving my food there. It can, like, stay right there, alright? I've got fries in a freaking, like, in the freaking container. I'm gonna put my leg down. I have fries in the freaking container, so they're not gonna get wet. My sandwich is still wrapped. It's fine. None of the food is gonna get contaminated. Or so I thought. So I thought, and I was so wrong. Oh boy, was I wrong. So, I'm moving over to the seat. And I finally put the cup into the freaking cup holder on the side. And immediately, the pressure from the cup holder pops the lid off once again. So, I'm trying to fiddle around with this and we get on a curve again. I quickly put the freaking cap back on. I'm holding it like this so that the cap stays on and I've got the bottom in my hand and I'm just holding it like, no, you're not escaping again. But as we're going on the curve, I look to my left, and there I see my French fries. Only, they're not in the container that they once were in. They have spilled and tried to escape their confines onto the seat. The seat which was smothered in that holy drink known as Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored. So, I'm finally like, I'm getting angry at this point. I'm like, no, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. I'm trying to hold on to my drink, so I'm like, okay, you know what? After the curve, I'm gonna save the fries. The fries won't get soaked. They won't get too bad. It'll be fine. So after the curve, I freaking grab hold of the cup, scoop up the freaking French fries that were left in the container, and set them against the seat so that they won't fall over. I'm then like, Mom, give me a freaking cup that's up there, because she always kept some sort of like enclosed cup. Like a cup with an actual cap. Blah. I can't talk. So I pour all that, like, well, actually I didn't. My sister did, because I was trying to get all the fries together as well. And so I hand it to my sister. She starts pouring the drink into an actual cup that won't freak out on me like Mount St. Helens. Like freaking Mount Vesuvius. Like freaking volcano. I like start scooping back up all the stuff that remained of my fries. Alright? Most of them were safe. Most of them were not soaked and disgusting. Most of them were fine. I just had to scoop them up and just pet them and, caress them and then eat them brutally. So, basically, that was basically how that was going. And so I was really angry. I was so angry. And I'm like, okay, I've got this checkup thing. At least we're not going to be late. Everything's going to be fine. But then I get there. And when I get there, we realize something. They had changed the scheduling for my appointment. Not my sister's appointment, no. Just mine. Which would have been fine if they had told my mom beforehand. Which they didn't. So I had been in there with Dr. Pepper soaked jeans. With Dr. Pepper covered fries. And for what? Nothing. I get nothing. I literally was not even supposed to be there. So basically, the rest of the time that I was there, I just sat in a freaking waiting room. In shame of my soaked, weird pants. But I got ice cream afterwards, so it was okay. Because my sister got shots, and yeah. We're kids at heart. Anyways, that's my story. Yeah, that happened only 3 days ago. I don't know. It was weird. I found it funny. I found it stupid. It probably isn't all that funny. But whatever. Maybe it is. Maybe some of you will find it hilarious, or at least the way that I, told it to be funny. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. And I will see you in the next video. Actually, quick announcement. I'm going to be doing a lot of projects pretty soon. I'm going to be releasing a acoustic cover, which is probably going to be terrible because I've never freaking done that before. I'm hoping to be getting it edited and all that type of stuff tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll be able to get all that done. I'm really excited for it. It's my first type of thing ever, like with this type. I've never been one to record myself singing ever. I've never done that before. So it's very, very unprofessional. It is very, very probably terrible quality, but I honestly don't care. I'm wanting to show you guys. So yeah, expect that pretty soon. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. So thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Now go away!